enterprises. Today, they are transitioning from being ad hoc. You know, you make one window today, you make another window after 2 months, you make another window after 10 months. Today, they have contracts. In fact, we ring-fenced close to 15 billion Kenya shillings for people who were informal. Today, we are formalizing their business. We've had more steel companies come on stream. We've had more cement factories come on board. We've had many more people coming on stream in the space around making construction equipment, making inquiries in transport industry. More transporters are coming on board. So we have built a whole construction industry around housing. What is more, we are slowly rolling back land fragmentation. We are slowly influencing land that was meant for agricultural activity. We are now reserving it for agricultural productivity and food security instead of it being subdivided for informal settlement. So it hasn't taken a person, it has taken a whole Kenyan society, because the executive has been in, Alice and myself and the team. People in the legislature have done their part. The people of Kenya are the biggest contributors to this success. Why? Because they put in their taxes. And we are making the change together. And that is why I am very proud to address this audience and to share our experience as a nation, which I believe is what other countries are doing. Maybe they are doing it differently, but we can share in this experience. Finally, you've asked me, what are the challenges? Yes. The challenges have been, the change. Changing a situation is not an easy thing. So we've had political pushback. We still have politicians who still think you can make populist, we are going to stop this housing because we are protecting the pay slips of people. Such pedestrian talk. How do you cannot see the 640,000 people working. You don't know what to do with them. I know many ministers here are wondering whether there are still people who are opposing this in Kenya. Yes, they are there, and they are not few. There are many. Many politicians still climb to podium to talk about how they want to stop this. How you want to stop such transformation is mind-boggling. Right? We still have courts. We've gone through difficult challenges in courts. People who go to court, or they want to stop this. In fact, many of them are asking me, who told you we need houses? Others are saying, why are you taking government land, building houses, and then giving it to individuals? The same people don't mind if the same government land, people invade, they settle, it becomes an informal settlement. They don't mind it. But they mind it if we use it and build affordable housing, make decent use of it. Then you ask yourself, those are the kind of challenges we have to deal with. They look mundane, they don't look very intelligent, but they are there. And we have to confront them every day. Sometimes they come from people who you think should know more, I remember telling one of my friends who was opposed to this housing, And I was asking them,